Hey everybody, welcome to Reach Out Reptiles. My name is Garrett Hartle, and in this video we're going to talk with Meghan Kelley, who works with one of the most legendary animals of all time, the anaconda. You know, some animals like this captive bred and born Sulawesi retic are just absolutely iconic animals. The green anaconda is a similar one. And these things are just becoming increasingly rare and difficult to find in captivity. And with new bans on importation in place, if somebody doesn't work to establish these types of animals in captivity, they'll be gone before they ever got a chance. And that's exactly what I want to talk to Meghan Kelley about today. Well, okay, guys, here we have Meghan Kelley, live from the snake room. Meghan, you want to say hey to everybody?
Hello.
Meghan and I have known each other for quite a bit. Meghan, how did we meet each other in the first place? Do you remember?
You were working at Prehistoric, and I was like 15 or 16 when I walked in there the first time. And I ended up buying a snake that day.
Not from me, of course.
I don't know, you were working there. I remember that.
I would never prey upon an unsuspecting 15 or 16-year-old girl at Prehistoric Pets. That's totally unkosher. Do you remember what snake it was?
I think it was a platinum het albino.
Okay, cool. A reticulated python then.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, when I told Ashley, my wife, that we were doing this interview, she had a question for you is, do you still drive a Camaro? That was the most important thing to her. You do?
Yeah, I still do.
Very cool. My wife likes those Camaros. So, yeah. So you were friends with Jay's daughter, Juliet, right?
Yeah.
And you
yeah,
guys...
We're still...
Yeah. Well, how can you not be? Juliet is awesome. So...
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. But you guys were hanging out quite a bit there. I remember you come down to the shop all the time, and we go back almost a decade, if you can believe it or not.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Now, I remember back in the day when you, we got a clutch of captive-born, I guess it's not a clutch, sorry, boa people, forgive me, sorry, Meghan. When that litter was born, I'm stuck in Python mode here with the eggs and everything, and I remember you coming in, I think it was actually because you were friends with Juliet, and she was having it, a lot of times they can be hard to start eating, right? So she had to work with them a little bit extra, and you guys ended up playing with this big pile of baby greens all the time. You remember that?
Yeah, I actually got one of them.
Is that your boy, Blue?
Yeah, I can get him out.
Let's see it. Absolutely. Cool. And yeah, not such a baby anymore.
He's 10, 11 feet now.
Wow. And such a cool animal. I mean, check out his temperament.
Yeah.
I mean, you pulled that guy out like he was a red-tailed boa.
I can pull the babies out the same way that I had about 5 months ago.
Baby anacondas. Look at that guy.
This is my holdback male.
He's so cute. Who are the parents of this guy?
Female, I just call him Mama. She was the first one to breed for me. And then the male was one... He's over here. His name's Dr. Banner.
Okay. The Hulk.
But, yeah. And then Blue and Puppy are the father to this one.
Very cool. So now you're getting to the point now where not only are you breeding green anacondas on a fairly regular basis, but you have multiple bloodlines of captive bred animals produced by you. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. What would you say is your reptile specialty?
Anacondas.
Slam dunk. Now, you don't do any yellow anacondas, though, just the greens, right?
No, just the greens. I work with ball pythons, retics, berms, and I've started kind of getting into monitors more. So.
The big stuff. Mostly the big stuff.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay. And what drew you to them? Why did you get into those?
I don't know. It's kind of like the stereotype. Like, I had berm worms and retics before anacondas, and then I remember my dad saying don't get an anaconda because he was like scared of them.
Oh,
But
then you have to get one. That makes you want to get it all the more, right? When your dad says you can't have it.
I was 15 when I got my first one.
That's
and
crazy.
I was kind of just like, well, I'm going to get one anyways. So I ended up getting the one that everyone calls Puppy. She was like 4 feet. I found her on Craigslist for like $120 at the time.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And you know, the funny thing is, like, it's been a long time, but it really hasn't been that long. But man, has the market changed.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's the syndrome that you just mentioned. Your dad said you can't have them. All of a sudden, you have to get one. Uncle
Right.
Sam tells us we can't have them anymore, and next thing you know, everybody's got to have a green anaconda, and they're willing to pay whatever they can get.
Yeah, pretty much. Like when the whole ban started, like people were selling wild caught ones for more than what captive born ones go for now.
Right.
And then that whole kind of got reversed a little, but you can only get captive born ones, so the price kind of stayed somewhat high.
Yeah. Well, what is like a general market value on a green? What do you sell your baby greens for?
I sell them between $1,000 and $1,200.
Yeah, so over $1,000 for a captive bred green anaconda.
Yeah.
Which the funny thing to me is people might say, "Wow, that's so much money for a snake." But I mean, we are talking about green anacondas here, like one of the most legendary reptiles on the planet. People that don't know their thumb from a snake know what a green anaconda is, right? And you're talking about a giant snake with huge caging requirements, massive food requirements. I mean, even at $1,000, the purchase price is probably going to be one of the least of your worries as far as ownership goes, right?
Yeah. So, caging, you need a pretty big cage for them. The price, it's high because of the whole you can't import them thing. And there's only a handful of people in the country breeding them, so they are very hard to find most of the time.
And definitely one of those animals that when they are produced, you want to snatch them up, because even people like yourself that have had success breeding them, it's not a simple and easy, consistent thing like a ball python where you're like, well, if you don't get one out of this batch, you can get one out of the next. I mean, we don't know when that next batch will be. Am I right?
Right.
It's just.
I mean, I breed my females every 2 years, so they breed a year and they have a year off. So that's the healthiest way to do it.
Okay.
To give them that year off, so they gain weight back up, because they are boas. They give live birth, so it's
long gestation period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them completely slugged out the first time. She's actually supposed to go this year now. So that's the one. She's the really bright orange. Her name's Arrow.
Oh, I remember her. Yeah. Yeah. We have a little history on that one, right? That you got that from Haley, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was supposed to be my anaconda, and I haven't had an anaconda since because you bought that one.
I mean, I still have one if you want one.
I gotta focus. I'm supposed to be doing super dwarfs here. Don't be tempting me. I know that the late great Ben Rennick had, the Axanthics and albino projects going. Those are floating around somewhere still, right?
No, he still has them. They're still within his company.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, no, they're staying there.
Okay, very cool. All right, well, at least those still exist, but I don't know that whoever has taken them over has actually bred them before, right?
No, he's actually been talking to me about it.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the cool things about that part of the community, and really any one of us can do this in our communities, is you guys are collaborating information rather than trying to hide stuff. You're trying to do it, work together to get good information out there, right? So that we can see this magnificent species be established in captivity before it's too late.
Everything I've learned about breeding them, I actually learned from Ben Rennick.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of giving the information back to whoever's doing his animals.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, that is really cool. He was always awesome as far as being willing to help and stuff like that, anybody that had any of those questions. So I'm sure you would attest to that. So yeah, if we want to come and get some of this stuff from you, give us some tips from your perspective what types of people do you really enjoy working with in the industry, or like what makes a good customer in your eyes? Teach us how to be better.
People who are just like super cool and like understanding of like mostly just like time frame of things, because like people who message you at like 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, you're not really wanting to like talk to them at that hour. And then there's other people that if you don't respond right away, they get angry with you, even though if you're like at work or you just don't have your phone right then and there.
Or asleep in the middle of the night, yeah.
Right. You know, people who are just like understand that, you know, you have a life too. It's not all about them.
Yeah, absolutely. That's been a tough one for me. I know, like working on my own and then also having a family. I try to have some set business hours that I work within, and every now and then I'll message people, but yeah, you definitely want to, as a customer, be somebody that is coming alongside the breeder, forming like a partnership with them, not just using them to gain assets for yourself, right?
Yeah. So what I normally do is like, I take deposits on them because people always want them before they're ready to go.
Yeah.
So whoever sends me deposit first gets their choice between whether the male or females. So that's how I do it. I just kind of go in that order. So I take a single picture, 2 pictures of like each one when they're like shed and like kind of ready.
Yeah.
And then I them off and then just take that picture out for the next person.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I've been doing for this the Sulawesi retics that I have. Same thing. Individual pictures, numbered them all, threw them all up on a kind of like a hidden website where people who are buying can go and see those things, and then I pull them down as they get reserved. The ones that are still available stay there on the website, right? Okay, very cool. So, Megan, I have just a silly question for you. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, here it is. Now, you just got to lay it on the line, okay? We want vulnerability. We want honesty on this channel. We want to know who you are. You ready? It's going to be super personal. All right. No pressure. What is your hidden talent?
I can touch my nose with my tongue. That's about it.
Let's see it. Oh, wait. No, I can't even get... I can't even... There it is. That's awesome. I can't even get halfway there. That is amazing. You just blew my mind. Blew my mind. Breeds Anacondas, can touch her nose with their tongue. That's pretty incredible stuff. Thank you. How can people reach out to you? How can we get a hold of you?
There's my Facebook page, which is Megaconda. Or there's my Instagram, which is just Meghan_Kelley, which is my name.
Okay, cool. So Meghan_Kelley on Instagram, or Mega, Megaconda, for Facebook?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome deal. Okay, sweet. So next time we're in town, are you up for giving the wife another ride in the Camaro?
Sure.
Okay, sounds cool. We should be out this summer. I'll definitely have to swing by and say hey, and maybe we can catch up a little bit.
The Pomona show's in August.
Yes,
so.
I'll be there. Well, thank you so much again for being on. I really appreciate it. Awesome work with the green Anacondas, and thank you for just being like yourself and a regular person on social media and everything like that. I mean, seriously, like I know, like we talked last week with Amanda about how much crap girls get when they deal with reptiles, and is it right? I mean, would you?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, and so I was getting a little bit fired up about it. You'll have to go watch that episode if you haven't already with Amanda Sargent. But one of the things that I really appreciate about you, Megan, is how you've just always managed to just be yourself, and you know what I mean. You're on there, you're silly, you don't care what people think, and I know that stuff gets to you and wears you down over time. But I would just encourage you to keep on doing that kind of stuff. Because those of us on the other side of the computer screen absolutely love it about you. I mean, seriously, like I know I don't comment or post on everything that you put out there, but I always love seeing the information that you contribute. So thank you very much for doing that.
No problem.
You might have been checking out this cool shirt I've been wearing for this episode from Smith's Exotics, who is one of our viewers right here. And he shot me a shirt and a sticker, so now he gets to find himself on my filing cabinet. I'm always looking for more. If you guys want to add to the collection, check out the address below, shoot me a sticker, and you'll get a shout out. In the meantime, go check out Smith's Exotics. Awesome ball pythons, and they're absolutely known for customer service. So you guys are definitely not going to want to miss that. Have a great week.